Welcome peeps, I'm just doing the actual second video episode, and these are only terse little videos for now, but I'm going to see how well they do, and if they take off I'll be doing a lot more of these in the future. So I guess we call this episode 2. Now there's something I want you guys to check out, something that you must. If you're unsure about what to do this week, you're bored, and you're browsing through your phone, check out this Joe Rogan podcast. Where so for those that don't know, Joe Rogan actually interviews people from all walks of life. But there's one podcast in particular that was really interesting that just dropped. Joe Rogan interviews the Podfather, they call him. Basically, the guy who started podcasts, the very first podcaster, and his name is Adam Curry. And to give you a little bit of a background about Adam Curry, because a lot of you probably don't know who he is, but he worked for MTV, and he was one of the first people to actually register a domain name called www.mtv.com with the idea of starting his own podcast. And this was back in 1993. So what happened was he actually worked for MTV, and he unofficially registered. Well, he did it unofficially because he didn't have permission from MTV to do it, even though he was an employee of MTV. He registered the domain name, mtv.com, and they let him go for some years with that, and he started doing his own podcasts on that website. And so we're talking the early 90s. And then a few years later, MTV actually sued him to get that domain name back. So he actually started his own website then, and then he continued on with his podcasts. But yeah, for those that want to learn about the very first podcaster, even though that's debatable, but the general consensus is that he was the first podcaster, Adam Curry. On the Joe Rogan show, just type in Joe Rogan, Adam Curry, check that video out. A must watch. Anyway, I'm MC Rapology. Be sure to check out my music. Peace.